Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. This is actually our first time filming our podcast today through the camera, so should be interesting. We've got no idea what we're doing, but...
Nah, it's a bit new, but so you guys at home can watch us if you want to see body language and stuff like that. For us, when we watch podcasts, we kind of enjoy it a bit more. And when I say when we watch it, we watch Logan Paul's. He's probably our main guy at the moment. So we thought we'd do it and just give you guys another sort of form of content. So thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing on the last two and the vlog. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thanks to DK Graphics and Phantom Creative as well. Phantom Creative did the intro that you would have just heard, and if you're watching on YouTube, he's the guy who
did a grouse job on it too.
On the vlogs as well. So
we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how to put it together, what he's going to do, and he just sort of sent it back. We watched it and we loved it from the first watch. So we're really grateful for that. Thank you. I reckon it suits us perfectly. Like, we love that song, just us chilling. So that'll be on everything pretty much. That's our intro.
Well, let's get started. Coronavirus. How you going, mate?
Honestly, I'm a bit over it.
I was literally thinking the same thing before.
Man, like the first week, or first 2 weeks, get my head around it. Yeah, sweet. This is what we're doing. I don't know even what week it is now. Then the second couple of weeks, this is mad, grind time, let's get going. Now I'm just like, it's hard to get up in the mornings. It's getting harder. I want to see people. I want to go out and give my mates hugs and stuff like that. So I'm struggling. Not struggling, but I'm just a little bit over it. What about you?
Yeah, just getting a bit annoyed with it.
Yeah.
Just want to go to the beach and have a coffee and be able to lay down there for a while, hang down there for an hour or so to start the day off. But
are you missing it? How much are you missing it? Are you missing people enough that you want a girlfriend or?
It'd be an ideal time to have a girlfriend.
It would be ideal. I still don't reckon it's that sort of time though.
Nah.
Imagine waking up, obviously fresh scene's very much our thing. Imagine just a girl being there.
Yeah.
It'd just be...
It wouldn't be the same.
It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. So I think as much as I miss people's touch and interaction, I still am not at that level yet. So or maybe another 3 weeks I'll definitely be there.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy because I don't know how long this will go on for with dating and stuff like that. It's going to be weird.
And even we've done it now a couple of times going to the shops. If you're down the same aisle as someone,
they sprint away from you.
They run away and they look at you funny. It's weird times. And when we go back, I don't know when that'll be, but imagine the party.
Yeah.
Imagine the first weekend back, the celebrations and everything. It'll be huge.
That's one good thing that I think will come out of this is everyone who probably took all that stuff for granted, going out for brekkie, going out for lunch, hanging with your friends all day, going to the pub, going to sporting games is a massive one. Yeah. So I think when it starts back, everywhere's going to be packed. Everyone's going to be out doing stuff and...
Do you reckon they'll still be mindful? Might be careful of germs and stuff? I think people are more aware.
Yeah, definitely. That's right. Because I was hearing something about New York and they were saying it could be years that they're doing social distancing stuff. So putting limits on trains, not being within, I think it was 6 foot of each other, 2 meters.
Imagine New York.
And that's crazy. One of the most populated cities in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy. I couldn't even think what this would be like. 4 months ago, if you had said that you boys would be locked down in your bedroom making a podcast because of a virus, I would have said you're joking, you know what I mean? So it'd be crazy to think what it's going to be like when it comes back. But I'm keen.
Yeah.
Definitely keen. I think good news is the footy's back.
Awesome.
So
happy about that.
Dates have been confirmed.
Yeah.
So...
Back to training in a couple of weeks. A week and a half, is that right?
May 4th. So
yeah, I think that's a week and a half.
Whatever time you're listening to it.
Is April's a leap year? Is it this month?
Yes, yeah. To be honest, I don't know how that works.
So every 4 years is a leap year. I think this might be a leap year. So April's only 28 days.
Oh, so we're back in on a week.
Yeah.
Real soon.
Yeah. 10 days. 10 days we're back at training. So that'll be good. I'm not sure how it's going to work though in regards to are we allowed to go in?
Restrictions and
high five the boys and hug the boys, and or is there going to be limits on how we hang out and stuff like that?
I'm not too sure. I think I was watching something today. Obviously, the government's given us permission, and there's still a fair few guidelines we have to abide by. But surely you can give your mate a hug.
Yeah,
that's one of the best parts.
I know.
That's why you look forward to training.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd probably say you can't. I don't know what the numbers will be like.
Yeah, whether we're training all together and stuff like that, but
in small groups maybe. For those that don't know, we've been sticking to the guidelines. Obviously, that outside of training, it's just two people allowed really to train at once. So obviously, us two living together helps, and we've been sticking to those guidelines. But yeah, like we said, we're very keen to get just around people.
Yeah, back in it.
So May 4th is due date
for training, and then May the 28th should be the first round. So they haven't really announced anything how the comp's going to work yet.
Yeah, I think the Queensland boys
are coming
to New South Wales, and the New Zealand boys. I actually don't know. I think it depends on what their government says. But we need them to come over, which is I think that's huge from them. I mean, for the game to go on, we need that to happen. So they might be away from their families for a while, so we appreciate that.
It's a massive sacrifice.
Yeah.
For us, we don't really probably see it because, like we're single, we don't have families, and it's more for those guys that have kids, and it'd be massive to sort of move away from them and your wife. I don't know what the go is, whether they'll come over as well with them.
I don't know. It's but it's huge. Like you were saying, for us, it's not that big a deal because we two single blokes that don't really, have to look after other people. So that obviously there'll probably be no crowds. The points that people got from the first two games carry over, which is good for us and our fans.
Definitely good for us.
I think everyone who won deserves their points, so that's a really big thing. I was nervous that they were going to take that off us,
especially when you're suspended for the first game coming back.
Suspended, shoulder charge.
I know. Bit grubby, if you ask me.
It was, but I've never thrown a shoulder charge. I've never made a hit in my life, so I might have to put that on here. But
we should actually get it up on the screen.
And I think the one thing that people were nervous about was the surgery, because obviously it's the way the hospitals are struggling at the moment with training and going back. We were afraid that surgery wasn't going to be allowed, but they've sanctioned that. So that's a huge part of footy. Obviously, it's inevitable that people are going to get injured, unfortunately. So to have that back or to have that allowed is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was probably the biggest hurdle for us as players to get through, because you don't want to be injured and then have to wait months to get your surgery. It could be career ending if you're not able to go and get it done straight away.
Exactly.
So,
but that's the good news for us. I mean, we'll still be pumping out podcasts, we'll still be doing this, but I guess we've got a path or a road that we can follow now. We know there's a bit of an end destination. So,
and it's probably good for everyone who listens to this too, because we'll have a bit more to talk about.
Yeah.
And, we might be able to get some of the boys on if we take the mics into training and stuff like that. So
we're definitely looking forward to that sort of stuff, to creating content. I mean, creating content around the boys and what we do outside of this. Hopefully we can get a bit more.
Yeah. It's probably 6 months away though before we can really show people what we get up to on the daily life. And
what have you been up to? We've been doing much?
We've been doing a bit. This week's been a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. It really has. It's a weird week.
I feel like last week we were doing a lot, and then I don't know, was a bit unmotivated to start the week. Yeah. But I got a little bit addicted to FIFA there for a bit. So I've told Kalen that he's had to ban me from the PlayStation for a couple of days. So if he sees me on the PlayStation, he's going to come in and just turn it off.
Yeah. We don't get around the PlayStation too much. It's sort of, we try and do other things like read. You've been reading a bit of the news?
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually got a couple points I'd like to talk about from the news,
I
which I found pretty funny.
I stay away from these. I don't read much in general, but I stay away from the news. But Connor's been reading a little bit, which can be good and bad.
Yeah, a bit of both. I think, obviously, I don't want to read into too much coronavirus stuff because there's a lot of it around.
If you have an itchy throat, you die.
Yeah, but exactly.
It's like Google. If you Google something,
you've got
worst case
the worst case that you can have. So I think like you can take. I sort of looked at more the other headlines of what else is happening in the world, and there was a thing a couple of weeks ago, and it was about a guy. He went missing in, they called it Victoria's Curse Valley, basically. And I sort of started to think about whether, I believed in ghosts, and then it come to the point where I want to know what you're scared of, Kalen, because those who don't know, it's pretty funny. And we've got a few stories around this, especially in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. So after reading that, are you scared of ghosts? Do you believe in them?
I'm not going to say no, because I feel like if I say no, it's going to jinx me and then a ghost will come haunt me. But I've spoke to people who, you know what I mean?
So you believe in them? Well, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
In a sense, you do.
In a sense. I mean...
So ghosts or like bad karma? That sort of stuff. Is that similar?
Both. But... I'm not sure about karma though, because... I saved like 3 bees' lives from our pool the other day.
Yeah,
and then yesterday I picked the football up in the backyard and a bee stung me in the finger. So I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that's fair. I know what you mean. But ghosts, I personally don't believe in them. I've never seen one, I don't think.
Do you ever feel eerie and stuff like
that? No.
As a kid, I used to believe that I would see ghosts, but I don't know if I ever did. I remember we used to stay at Manning Point with my cousins and stuff like that. And there's a abandoned house just out of Manning Point. And we went through it. But I don't know if it was everyone just G'ing each other up. We reckon we could see ghosts. And then we left the house. So it was a big farmhouse, big double-story thing. And then we've left the house. And then I swear I turned, and like I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this now. This is what I mean. I've turned around and I've looked, and I swear I could see
a
ghost in the window looking at us. And I freaked out. And then, like, I've heard stories about a friend of mine. And that friend
could see ghosts.
Was working in a house where a kid passed away. And she reckons she used to hear the kid running around the house and stuff like that. Oh, shit.
Your friend said that they could see ghosts. Yeah.
I knew I was going to get unstuck.
Yeah. I don't believe in ghosts. I mean, like, if people say they believe in them, I'll believe them. But, I don't believe. I believe in heaven and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, like, coming back to Indigenous culture too, like, there's bad spirits through that. And I think every culture, it's in every culture. So there's got to be some, maybe it's spirit, maybe it's people's spirits hanging around. I'm not sure, but I've never actually seen a ghost, like a proper ghost.
Maybe I have. I don't know. I am scared of things though. And that is pretty obvious.
Can you tell me what these things are, please, Kalen?
For those that don't know, maybe you do know, I don't know. But I'm like petrified of bugs and just creepy crawlies and just little things. Not flies, but
cockroaches.
If
I pick one up and throw one at you, you just run
and scream and cry. Just bugs, like anything that crawls and is small. I hate. Like, I'd rather have some big forward run straight at me than sit in a room with cockroaches. Like, I would cry. And like I don't know if it was last week, 2 weeks ago, it's sort of one of those moments that I never thought would happen, but I've seen. So I went outside after looking for the spider, couldn't find it, and sat down to regroup, and a fly landed on my hand. For some reason, I thought this fly was a spider. So I I freaked out, was scared, threw my phone into the pool, had to jump in the pool, get it out, and then I
thought it was broken.
Thought it was broken. Put the phone in rice, as everyone does, and it worked. So, but that's like the extent of how scared I am of
bugs.
Spiders? Everything. Yeah. I hate spiders.
Well, that's why you freaked out, because I told you there was a spider in the house.
I think it comes from my dad. Like, my dad's a little bit of a soot in that area. So, like, even just any animal. Like, I hate fish. Fish are just gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it tastes nice, though.
Yeah, true. I eat them, but yeah, that's my biggest fear.
What about the boys jump scaring you?
Yeah, well, I think, well, I get scared easy. Like, I am I do, you know how some people are just jump scared? Yeah.
Between you and Gibbsy, probably the two most, the easy gets scared I've ever
easy
seen.
Gets easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, speaking of that, so, as you know, Tex is one of our close mates, and he is notorious for scaring Kaylin. And when I thought about this topic, I contacted Tex, and I got him to make up a little highlights reel of all your scares over the past year or two. So if you're watching YouTube, you'll be able to see it. We'll put it up. But if not, we'll just have to listen to the
There's been a few over the last, this is over 2 years though.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've seen some of these. You boys don't do it as much anymore. Some swear words in there. Ooh. I'm an easy get. This is so good. I even get that scared that I can't scare people because I scare myself scaring people. Like, I can't yell because I get scared that they're going to do something. Like, it's that bad. That's not a fear though. That's just my reaction to getting scared. Well, my fear is bugs, but that is funny. We'll put that up on our Instagram.
Yeah.
And it'll be on this episode of the podcast. That's funny. What's yours? Now that you've taken the piss out of me. Yeah. Girls.
Next
relationship.
Hey, I'm almost getting to that point. I am now, yeah, actually. I am. I'd say for me, my biggest fear is sharks.
Yeah. That's weird.
And it's weird because I've swum.
You're a surfer.
I know.
You're a surfy. Oh, you're a grom.
Part time.
Yeah. Oh, ooh.
Not even
like now.
A sporadic surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're pretty bad.
I know. I used to surf a heap when I was young.
Sharks are scary. I know. Like, let's be honest.
I know.
But the odds are slim.
Very slim. I don't know why I'm so scared of them. It's the less I surf, the more scared of sharks I am.
Which just makes no sense. Well, the more you're out there, the more likely you get.
I know. But then the more comfortable I am in the water.
Oh, okay.
Where now, I love surfing.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurts my shoulders a lot.
It does.
I get so tired doing it. That's probably the reason why I don't do it so much.
It is a great hobby, sport. It's a sport. At the end of the day, it's a sport. Yeah. But for some, it's a hobby. So
it's both.
Do it.
Yeah, especially now during coronavirus. Yeah, because that in golf,
it's classified as fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But you're still scared of sharks.
Yeah, scared of sharks. And I've dived with sharks before. I've actually been scuba diving with sharks.
Like,
not big one. Like
is that in the cage thing? No.
Nah. So in Manly, they have this thing. It's called a shark dive. So there's an aquarium on Manly. Most people in Sydney would know about it. And you can go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've actually got a photo of it on my Instagram. I'll put it up. And yeah, but it was grey nurses, so they're not that scary.
I don't know that.
But they're big, man. They're coming at you like that. Like they swim over your head. It's like a big barrel. But
that's scary.
But I think one thing I want to do in my life, even though I'm scared of sharks, is I want to dive with great whites. Yeah, and there's also a dive you can do in Fiji, which is it's like
that would be sick.
It's like a bull shark dive you can do in Fiji, and you go in and you feed all the bull sharks, and they're the most aggressive sharks.
Yeah.
So I was
going to do in a cage or a little.
Nah, you literally you swim and you hold onto this rope. There's like a bunch of you. You go out and then you sit there with the food and you feed and then some tiger sharks come too. But I was going to do it because I went to Fiji for, when did I go there? For New Year's a couple of years ago with my family. But it was too far away from where we were staying. It was like a whole day's travel to get there and then to come back. So we ended up brushing it. Maybe I was scared.
I don't know if I could do that.
But great white.
Can you?
Great white cage diving is one thing I want to do for sure.
Has anyone? I don't know. Has anyone died?
I don't actually know, but I've seen sharks can get in the cage. Have you ever seen videos of it?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what just sort of. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people can die from it.
It's probably not the smartest thing to do.
No.
But I mean,
is that a bucket list?
It's definitely a bucket list for me.
You have to if that's one of your fears. You're scared of heights?
Sort of. More.
Have you bungee jumped?
I've bungee jumped. Yeah, it was so cool, and I want to skydive as well.
We've got tickets to skydive, which I can't wait to do.
It's on my bucket list. Yeah,
we'll do that
as soon as we can, bro.
Yeah, we have to.
And I think I get my fear of heights probably from
being short.
What, 5'11"?
Scared of heights from being short. 5'11", you reckon, with your McQueens on?
Yeah, if I'm wearing my McQueens, I'm 5'11".
No, where do you get your?
Probably from my dad, because remember I told you how he had that accident?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So that sort of freaks me out a bit.
So what happened? Do you want to just briefly?
Briefly. He he was roofing for a bit and fell basically 3 stories, like would have died, but landed on a set of lockers that were inside the warehouse they were roofing.
Lucky.
And
got lucky in the face.
Yeah. Broke every bone in his body.
Yeah.
But was still alive. So grateful for that set of lockers.
Yeah. So on that topic, bucket list.
Bucket list, yes.
While we're there.
You want me to go through it? It's long.
Yeah, go through a few.
I'll go through a few. I've actually got them down here. So I think the number one bucket list thing, because I see bucket lists as experiences. Is that what you see? And then goals are different.
Yeah.
Goals are different to bucket list, but I think they can be the same thing. Like I've got a goal to win the NRL, but it's also on my bucket list.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not my goal to skydive. That's not a goal.
Nah. But it's a goal to live near the beach.
Yes.
But that's not an experience. That's not your bucket list, you know what I mean? So first one, win the NRL. I think yours would be the same, correct?
Yeah, I've definitely got that on.
Yeah.
Bucket list, goal, dream.
Yeah.
It covers every single one of those.
Everything. It's in the forefront of my mind. Probably the biggest thing driving me at the moment. Hot air balloon in, I think it's called Cappadocia. It's in Turkey. Have you ever seen photos of it?
I have.
It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. I want to do that. I reckon it'd be amazing.
That would be sick.
And like probably that as part of going back to Europe and doing like a European summer. But unfortunately for us,
we can't do. Oh, we can't. I mean,
we're going to be like 35. Me and Kaylin will be the old dudes in the clubs with all the 18-year-olds.
We can do it. Like, it can be done.
Hopefully have misses and kids by that point, but who knows?
35. Yeah. Maybe.
So I'd like to do a proper European summer. So Greek islands, Croatia sail, all of these things.
Yeah.
Go to Italy, experience the food and culture and wine and wine in France. Go to, hopefully get to do all this with you, mate. It'd be good fun. Next. No, that's not for a while. Tomorrowland would be part of that European summer as well. Yeah.
Is Coachella
Yeah, that's in there. I'd really like to go to Coachella.
What about Burning?
Yeah, Burning Man's in there too.
Burning Man.
I think that'd be the weirdest festival ever. Yeah, but it'd be
probably when we're 35, it'd be good to go.
Yeah, that'd probably fit right in.
Yeah.
I'd love to sit courtside at an NBA game. I think
100%.
that'd be so cool.
That's exy. That's
I know,
expensive.
it's exy, but...
Courtside at NBA, is that like... we're talking grands.
Yeah, that's thousands, tens of thousands, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But I'm putting it out there to the universe so one day, hopefully it happens. Also,
put it out there.
If we were in America, go to a Super Bowl. That'd be
100%.
That'd be ideal. I think it's probably apart from
sporting event, like
State of Origin is probably our biggest equivalent to it.
It'd be crazy.
I think.
Imagine how crazy that would be.
That would be so.
Even in the nosebleed section, it'd still be crazy.
And I'm not I mean, I am a UFC fan, but I'm not a fan. Like, I don't really know who the fighters are, and I don't watch it or anything. I mean, I watch it. I like watching it, but I would love to go to a fight. I would love to go to a UFC fight. Also, I go to a fashion week. So
that's different to me. I've nearly everything you've said.
Paris or the New York one will probably be.
It'd be pretty cool.
Ideal, yeah.
You'd love that. Like everything you've said, I've been like, yep. But that one doesn't really interest me.
And I'd like to live over in.
Would you like to live overseas?
Europe for a year or two, somewhere. Maybe, back. I don't know. Play some footy over there one day.
Yeah.
And then
it'd be sick to live over there, just for a year or two.
Yeah. One which I was supposed to do last year because we went to Europe. I couldn't do it, and it was to go and work in the Indigenous communities out in Northern Territory.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to do it last year, but it sort of fell through because I had to go to an orientation and I couldn't go because me and you were still over in Europe. Yep. But I think we're probably not going to be able to travel this year. So that's probably number one thing I'll be able to tick off. Yeah.
Well, if we work out there or so do community stuff out there.
Yeah, so you go out there for, I don't know if it was a week or two. I can't really remember. My mum showed me it because she wanted to do it ages ago, and then she showed me it last year, and I signed up and I got into it. So because you got to you got to apply, so they're going to make sure you're the right sort of candidate and stuff. And I would love to do that and just go and live in the communities, and that's my culture. I'd love to learn more about it. I'd like to be able to go and help these people, and even though they're probably more AFL fans up there, but I'm sure they'd still appreciate me going and helping. So. Yeah, that's something to maybe do next year, but
without being able to travel, I could be able to do that. Tick that off. But maybe I'll spend a bit more time out there. There won't be anywhere to go.
Well, we won't be able to go overseas. So
no, that'd be mad.
What about you, bro? What's on your bucket list?
I read this book when I was, I think, 18. It's called Law of Attraction. I've got it here, and I only just found it the other day. And
is it a good read?
It is a good read. It's a hard read because it's really about, you have to be really into the book. It's about putting what you think or what you want to achieve out into the world, and then the world, in return, making it happen for you if you really believe in it. I read it because Conor McGregor read it and basically lives by it. But back when I was 18, I wrote down 100 goals, or not 100 things on a bucket list, and I'm not going to read all 100 of them. I just picked out a couple that I thought was pretty cool, and I didn't realise that I had these sort of things in my mind when I was 18, but I had a couple that I only just, like one of them, which is pretty cool, buy mum and dad a house, so I got to achieve that. I think that's always been a goal, but I forgot that I was thinking about it back then. Like a funny one is like fall in love. I reckon.
You do that
every Saturday. Do that every weekend. But I thought that was funny. A spontaneous tattoo. Back then I didn't have any tattoos.
Bro, you've got plenty spontaneous tattoos now.
Yeah, so.
What's the most spontaneous? My name on your bum.
Yeah, I've got a couple on my bum. So yours, Tex,
Dunny
and Gibbsy, probably the most spontaneous ones. Sorry, Mum. Own a coffee shop was one that I wrote down. I don't know. We've spoken about it before. We're talking at the moment about just coffee in general, with 257, hopefully aligning something. So I don't know if a coffee shop's in mind, but definitely something to do with coffee with you and with all of this. like you said, the 250, win the premiership. That's right now my number one focus. It's really all I want to do. So that's at the forefront. 250 games, and there was 250 games, I think. To have that in mind back then is pretty, because back then, I would have played actually. So I think back then my vision would have just been, let's just keep consistently being picked. So that's still important. And I wrote one. It was like, you know how you ride horses, people ride horses through water and stuff.
Is that what you wanted to do? Is it weird that I want to learn how to ride a horse too?
Like that's
actually one of
that's what I wanted to do, but it's a bit weird. Yeah. So that's like, you know what I mean? Ride horse, it'd be sick. It'd be so sick for people that ride horses. They're probably going, "Oh, it's not that great." But
yeah, I'd love to learn. I just feel like
through
it's
water,
very
in the beach.
It's like being connected to nature and the earth and that. Eh?
Probably wouldn't feel that good, actually riding the horse. But yeah. So I got other heaps of other things, but some of them are pretty like buy a jet ski. Like it's not really a bucket list sort of thing. Like it is, but I think there's cooler things out there. So that's just some of them. A couple funny ones and a couple like more serious ones.
Yeah.
But that's probably my bucket list.
There you go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've got very similar visions.
Yeah,
I think that's why
we get along.
And we can just live together and hang out all the time, because even though we're different and I don't have the goose step, but
he's a clean freak. Like always everything has to be on time and stuff like that. And I'm laid back, like not clean at all. Basically what I'm saying is I'm messy. But we do have similar.
Yeah. And I feel like my weaknesses, you've helped me get better at them, and I've helped you get better at your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're a bit more...
I'll try and be a bit more...
like cleaner.
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm still learning, but...
like have the whole picture, like sort of plan your days out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do like doing that now.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like for me personally, it paints a clear picture of what I've got to get through the next day. That's why the night before I go and I pack my bag, and now we've started doing daily planners. Shout out to Ice, because we've seen...
Ice, you inspired us, but we're doing daily planners now.
Yeah.
Little, those sheets. I think if anyone follows Ice, there's sheets of paper that says daily planner. We write on that. So but I think we have to with this, because although we are, as we say, unorganized and undefined, we have to have some sort of clarity around it.
Yeah, we do. I think
it's been fun.
When you talk about it in that sense, it's more like we don't know what we're doing. We're winging it. We're just going along for the ride. That's what I see us being unorganized as. If
you didn't see the vlog, just about winging it, I'll try and describe this setup to you. We've got the video, which is cool. 2 shoe boxes on a Kmart table. Watch the vlog, you'll get it even more. GarageBand on the laptop, and
2 cheap mics.
Yeah, 2 cheap mics.
Hopefully we level up soon. We may be.
Yeah, we may be. We're trying to get better equipment for you guys, but I mean, we're pretty happy with what we've got. We've got a camera. I've had this vlogging camera for a while, never used it, but this is our setup.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm enjoying it, man. It's been good fun. So back to the news headlines. So this one, Kendrick Perkins, I think he's ex-basketballer.
Yeah.
Used to play for the Celtics. So I was reading an article again, and his kids spent $26,000 on Fortnite on his card. So he's gone to the shop, he's gone to pay for something, and his card declined. That's how he found out.
26 grand.
Yeah. So they played a prank on the kids.
That's a car.
Bruh, that's
a decent car.
That's so much money. It's like literally, how do you spend $26,000? I hope they're good at the game at least. But
what
also,
are they buying,
like skins to look good. You can't buy. It's not like NBA. I've spent money on NBA. I've spent money on my mum and dad's card on Grand Theft Auto. But that was to get like better guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was trying to set up a company on GTA, which you could do.
Really?
Yeah, you can, like a criminal company. So you can set up like a bikie gang or like a...
That's mad.
Yeah, but you got to buy a clubhouse and stuff.
Nowhere near 26 grand.
No, it was like $100. And I've still got PTSD from that.
Yeah. I feel bad.
So I wanted to know, have you spent money on your mum's card? specifically lately? Because I feel like you have. There's something that you should probably
address.
Yeah, and maybe apologize.
Yeah, apologize. So I was aware, but I always forget. Funny enough, it's just funny how I do that. My mum's credit card or card has been linked to my Uber and my Uber Eats, I reckon, for the last 2 year. And in these sort of times, I've been eating a little bit more Uber Eats than usual, like racking up a fair amount. And like when Connor shouts, Connor will be like, yeah, I got tonight, blah, blah, blah. And then when it's my turn, I'll be like, yeah, I got you, boys. I got you, it's on me. And then I went round to, when we were working at my mum and dad's house, Mum's like, Callan, why are you spending so much money on Uber Eats? And Connor's like, what? He's filthy, like looking at me as if, oh, well, I did kind of cheat him because, I forgot. I always forget. I'm aware of it now. So I think I've changed the Uber Eats to my card.
Yeah.
But the Uber's still at Mum. Sorry, Mum.
Well, I'm glad we got that out there.
It's pretty bad. But the other day, so your mum still pays for your phone bill. So it's
pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. I think that's the thing though. I'd say a lot of people's mum.
Yeah.
But I think
because when I was working for mum and that, they were paying for it because I was using it for a work phone. I had one more thing. Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
And now, obviously, being locked up, sort of being on your phone a fair bit, can you show me your screen time? I would love to see what your screen time is. I think someone actually messaged me this and it gave me the
screen
idea.
Time.
So thank you.
Whoever messaged?
Yes. Because it's quite alarming. I had a look at mine the other day and I'd love to know what everyone else's is at. Oh, it's bad.
Okay, so it's what's the time? It is 12 midday on what's today, Thursday?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not today.
What, the most?
Let me see. I want to see your average.
Daily average.
Okay, we'll go to last week.
That's pretty good.
That's actually better than mine. Last week, this is not good. Last week, you had 6 hours and 55 minutes daily average on your phone.
Daily.
And that's in a whole week, 14 hours of Instagram.
Yeah.
Me last week, I was at 6 hours and 24 minutes. Wow.
So who won?
I got less screen time, but I was on Instagram for 19 hours.
I'd love to know.
That's nearly a whole day I was on Instagram. That is so bad.
That's bad. I would love to know. If that might be good, bro. I don't know. I reckon 6 hours, at least 4 of that's grinding. That's grinding on 257.
Yeah. Yeah, true. We'll say that.
But I'd love to know what other people's is. I'd love to leave it in the comments. What your average is. Would love to know.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had a few questions from the fans, so we don't have too much time, but that's all right. We will be able to get them done. So, firstly, we'll go game day routines, the music you listen to, and who's on the speaker.
Game day routine. Ours is pretty similar.
Yeah.
We keep it like pretty much the same every time, but little bits will change depending on the time of the game and whatnot. Breakfast always around 9.
Yep.
And either Lotus, our local, we love Lotus, shout out. Or just make breakfast at home. We've sort of veered away from that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the only real difference is, we go to the beach afterwards.
We always go to the beach.
Given a good day.
Get a gridiron ball and go and throw that around. I feel like if I don't get active, I get to the game and I'm like a bit stiff.
Yeah.
So I like we go down there and we...
Not too much that we're
run a few routes.
Bugged. Yeah, right. Yeah. Get moving a little bit. Then we'll cruise home. Either grab some lunch on the way home, which is usually pretty simple, a sandwich or something. Connor might cook. You've cooked a couple times. But I always just eat a chicken sandwich.
I used to cook every time.
Yeah, you used to,
and used to cook brekkie every time, but it sort of evolved. The less I have to do,
the better.
I'm just more
a bit more relaxed. I sleep in the arvo.
I don't.
Yeah, what do you do?
I normally, when you're in
Never
bed,
asked.
when you're in bed, I sit here and watch. I mean, what?
I'll watch you sleep.
No, I usually just sit in the lounge room and I'll probably have the PlayStation on, just play like a bit of 2K and stuff because I feel like it gets my mind off and it gets my brain thinking because I've got it. Yeah. And then I'll listen to some music and just get on the foam roller and just stretch and stuff like that because I find I've got to get through a specific amount of stuff before I play with my body just to make sure that everything's on and ready to go.
Yeah.
So if I can get it done here, the stretching side of it, then as soon as I get to the game, then I'm just focused on turning everything on, getting strapped, and then I've got a bit of time in the sheds to chill. Because I've had it before where I'd save it all till I got to the ground, and I'd get there and I'd be flat out the whole time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have time to sit and think and just sort of chill and relax and enjoy my music. But so I started doing that. We like to swim. I'll try and swim every game day.
Yeah. Feels good. Fresh.
Yeah, it does. It's cold sometimes, but hey.
Nah, it feels good. And then we get to the game and we're a bit like everyone's got their different things they do.
You don't really do much, eh? You just run around.
Yeah, I just chill and dance. I like to dance a lot. So I just literally just walk around and dance. I don't really stretch unless I've got like an injury that I need to look after or something like that. But I think that's my way of getting my nerves out, is just dancing. So then in the sheds, I'm listening to The Baby, like that sort of music.
Did you listen to his new album?
Yes, yes, I did.
Like it?
He's a beast.
Yep.
I like his music because you can dance to it, and then maybe some house like right before we go out. So that's me.
Yep.
Your house, eh?
I'm pretty chill till we get there. Usually just rap, bit of R&B, in the car and stuff on the way there. And then once I get strapped and I start to turn everything on because I want to be upbeat, then I start to play a bit of house music, gets me ready to go. And
a little Jack in the Box.
Little
bulldog.
Little French bulldog.
And then we're on.
Yeah. How do you get nervous before you run out?
I never used to, but for some reason, like when I was younger, a couple of years ago, no nerves at all. And then they've slowly like crept in. I think I like nerves. I'm not saying I hate them or I'm afraid of them, but, I just seem to get more nervous. The 2 games this year, I was heaps nervous. So it's weird, but yeah, like I said, I probably just try and dance them off.
Yeah. I do.
Not bad though, hey?
Nah, I kind of like them. It's weird.
It's a good feeling.
It's an addicting feeling for me.
Shows you care.
Yeah, when I feel nervous, I'm like, that's my body getting ready to go, you know?
Yeah.
That's how, but when I was younger, I'd get nervous. I'd be like, oh, scary.
Yeah.
It's so scary. Yeah. But I think as I've grown up and the more footy you play, you know, the more experience you get with that sort of stuff. So I've just accepted it for what it is. And, so that's probably a big one. Just accept it for what it is.
Shows you care.
Embrace it. And then, because as soon as the ball's kicked off, it is what it is.
You
like,
literally forget.
Doesn't matter. Just get in the game, get an early touch, and
you're off.
Yeah. Who's on the speaker? There's a few. There's probably like 4 or 5 guys who are usually on it. I'd say Fitzy's probably on it the most. He's got a good range of music. He does country, old school, and then he has your classic rap, R&B, house
sort of music.
Yeah. Dos is pure house music.
Pure house music that he's got, like
the deepest, darkest house you'll find.
He's got the house covered, I reckon. You reckon?
Yeah. And then DSAF usually in the change rooms and that because he's got the speaker, so he just hooks straight up. But he's all rap.
Yeah, he's all old school sort of rap.
Actually, he plays a bit of house too. Plays a bit of house stuff. Is there anyone I'm forgetting?
You're on a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on it a bit. I
get too scared. I don't want to play a crap song, a shit song, so I just stay away from it.
Texie gets on it and he plays his weird
house music and gets sprayed, but doesn't care.
His dirty trap music. It's disgusting.
He's got some dirty music.
But, yeah. All right, well, I had another question here, but we might save it for the next one just because we'll get into about 45 minutes. So, one thing I did want to finish on, though, is me and Kaylin are having a competition.
Yeah.
And
it's in our vlog.
We can't tell you the details. You have to watch the vlog that comes out on Sunday. and all the details are in there. There's going to be 2 winners, a boy and a girl.
Yeah. They get 1 boot each.
There's a pair. So one of my boots, one of Kaylin's boots each.
Yeah. So like we said, watch the vlog. We won't give too much away, but we're excited and we hope you guys like it.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Watch the vlog, listen to the podcast. Hope you guys enjoy it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Cheers.
Peace.